your arms are by your side or underneath your head in a comfortable, released pose. So under your head, by your side, in between your legs, just a little bit of ease. And start to breathe across the spaces of your back, front and back, side to side, up and down. And just start to slow down the thoughts. Keep the breath smooth, sweet, soft quality throughout the entire practice. I'm loving the ceilings that I see on Zoom. I'm sure that when there you go. Well, your contractors would appreciate what we're seeing in Zoom. And right here in your subtle little child's pose, draw your belly to your spine and round your back a little bit more. And then release your belly and arch your back. So it's a small little cat-cow. Round your back, inhale, or exhale. Inhale, release the belly. Couple of rounds on your own, just get to your breathing. And the next time you come through your released spine, your relaxed spine, come back to a little bit more neutral. Walk your hands out in front of you now. Spread your fingers. Reach the arms all the way to the front of the mat so there's a nice long length from the underarm to the fingertips. Hips are sitting on your heels. And once again, draw the chin to the chest. Come up onto your knees with a rounded spine. You can keep the arms out in front of you. Exhale, drop the hips, lift your chest with an upward dog with your knees down. And then round back, sit all the way back on your heels. So a fuller range of motion. Round your spine, come up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, round your spine. Exhale, sit on your heels. Inhale, round up. Exhale, extend. Inhale, round, sit back as you exhale. Inhale, round again, hips drop forward. Exhale, lift up, sit on your heels and stay here. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Cross the left one over the right. Reach all the way out to the right. And then just keeping your arms crossed, maybe at the wrists, at the forearms, the elbows. Come back to the center, sit up tall on your legs, and bind your arms once or twice. Lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the chin down. Extend your fingers or move your fingers towards the front. Inhale, lift up, keep the arms outstretched. Exhale, come down, release the arms, stretch them up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, child's pose. Reach your arms all the way forward. Inhale, rise to your fingertips, walk over to your left side. Right arm crosses over left. Crossing at the wrist, the forearms, wherever it feels right for you. Inhale. And exhale. Keeping your arms crossed. Walk back around to the center. Sit up on your heels. And reach the arms up and bind. Arms up, lift. Exhale down, extend the arms, fingers towards the front of the mat. One more time, lift up, inhale. Exhale, release the arms, stretch them up overhead. Reach out one more time to child's pose. Stretch the arms as far forward as you can. Inhale to your hands and knees, drop your hips, and begin to circle to the right. Big, juicy circles. Shoulders, hips, knees, wrists, ankles, toes, fingers. And then move to the other direction. Make your way back around, find a neutral position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Step your right leg to the back of the mat, tuck your toes underneath you, stay with your foot on the floor for now. Rock forward and back a couple times. And then just work on squaring off the shoulders and the hips. Press your left foot shin down, lift your right leg up in line with your hips, breathe, lengthen out of your hips, pull the belly in. Good. Now bring the knee to the right shoulder in line with your knee in line with your hip. Extend the leg out and place it on the floor, toes point forward. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, drop just the right arm down and lean to the right side. Up and over. Right arm can go down a leg, on a block, across your body, anywhere it feels right. Inhale, come back to center. Extend your arms out. Move your torso to the left, hips to the right. Left arm down, right arm up. Let's keep the foot down for the first one, which is a precursor to knowing you're going to have another one. Open up your chest. Pull your shoulders back and open. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale, rise up. Take it up and over. Lean out first. Right side. Open up your heart. Take your hands behind your head. Inhale. Just find a little more core in there. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left side. Release the left arm. Release the right arm. Now the right leg. Up and over. Open your heart. Bend the right knee and take your right hand. See if you can reach for the foot. Kick the foot away from you. Push the hip towards the front of your mat. Open up your chest, shoulders. Take another breath. And if you are holding onto the foot, make it small, easy. Release it. Right leg down, arms come back to the center. Walk your hands forward and sit your hips back towards your heel. Doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little. I have my toes tucked under. You have your toes tucked under. You could also find a block, reaching long across the sides of the body. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Lift your chest. Drive your right leg back behind you and over to your left side. Tuck your toes underneath you and square your hips off. Walk your hands forward. Good. Lean your chest down a little bit more, but keep hugging the left hip towards the center. Nice. Breathe. Now as you walk your hands back in, bring your right knee behind your left knee. Open up your feet across the mat. Grab a block if you need to. Have a seat back on your heels, on the floor or your block. The block will just help to level out your pelvis if it's tight, like mine. If your hips are tight. Breathe in and out. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Take your left elbow underneath your right once or twice, and bind, arms up, part lips. Exhale, fold, take it outside the left thigh. Good. Pull your belly in. Release the bind with the right arm down and the left arm up, twist. Beautiful. Inhale, just walk your torso up. Take your left hand behind you. Right arm to the outside still. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look to the front. Release your arms. Stretch them overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down. Move the block if you used it. Tuck your toes underneath you. Reach your arms out a little bit in front of you. Downward dog with your left leg crossed over your right leg. Separating your feet. The toes can touch if you want, but they can be separated. Breathe to the space under the arms. Shake your head out yes and no. And then simply uncross your legs. Downward dog, bend one knee then the other. Inhale, come high on your toes. Shift your weight forward, plank pose, knees can be down. Resist the earth with your hands, dome your upper back, lift your knees up, pull your belly in, pelvic floor muscles lift up. Shift a little forward, bend your elbows, go halfway down, and roll up and over, or you're on your belly for low cobra. Downward dog, hips up in the air. Inhale, bring your knees to the earth, right underneath your hips, hands under your shoulders. Take your left leg back, tuck the toes underneath you, square your hips. Roll back and forth a couple times on your toes. And then find neutral, press the top of the right foot, shin down for some stability, and lift your left leg up. Toes down, hips square. Reach long in your leg. Bend your left knee, knee to shoulder. Extend the leg out. Place the foot on the floor, toes point forward. Walk your hands back. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, stretch the arms up and out to the side. Exhale, lean to your left side. Left arm down, right arm up. Up and over as much as you can. Try not to push on your knee. Maybe bring the arm inside of the knee or outside the thigh. Or on a block. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, come back up on the inhale. Lean to the right. Right arm down on the floor block. Left arm up and over. Spin your heart open. First one, we stay with the toes down. Just open up your heart. Look down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lean to the left side. Right arm up. Hands behind your head. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean to the right, right arm down, left leg up. Flex your foot. And then draw the leg behind you, grab a foot, ankle, shin, wherever you can. Kick your foot away today, or for now. Push your hips forward, open up your shoulders. Breathe in and out. Good, one more breath. Releases the foot. And then sweep the arm down, come around to the center. Sit back onto your heel, toes tucked or lock underneath your hips. Reach out. If you tuck the toes under, you get a little more benefit. Not for you, Rachel. A little bit more benefit into the bottoms of your feet. Another breath. Good. Inhale, come back up, hands under shoulders. Sweep your left leg back behind you and over to the right side. As you do that, the right hip wants to go with it, so draw it back in. So keep squaring shoulders and hips. And then bring your left knee behind your right knee, and then send your feet out to the opposite ends of the mat. And pull yourself back to sit on the floor or a block. Sit up nice and tall. Tuck your fingers into your feet, give a little massage. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left once or twice. Lift the arms up, inhale. Exhale, take a twist to the outside of the right thigh. Keep your hips grounded. So if you're bound and it's just lifting your hips up, back off a little bit, open up the bind a little bit. We're going to do that in a second. Square the hips, take a breath. Release the left arm, bring the right arm up, twist. Nice big twist. Take another breath as you begin to bring your body upright, and just take a spinal twist, right arm behind you. Inhale, come on back to the center. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor. Bring yourself off the floor or the blocks. Right toes are tucked in front of left, and lift your hips up in the air. Downward facing dog on your cross leg. Inhale, undo the cross. Walk your hands back to your feet, back of your mat. Forward fold, bend your knees a little bit more than you even have to. Take your hands behind your back and place your fingers, palms together, knuckles away. As you stretch the arms up and away from your back, head down, hips up. So keep the knees bent for the first few moments. And if you feel that you have a little bit more space, begin to straighten them. But keep your weight into the balls of your feet, right? So that you're not hyperextending the knees, but rather putting a little bit of a bend there. Inhale. And exhale. Release your arms and let them dangle. Inhale, hands to your shins, lengthen your spine. Bring the hands to your hips and rise up to stand. Release the arms down by your side. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Inhale, bring your arms up shoulder height, turn your palms down. Pull your shoulders back and down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Engage your arms, make them nice and tight, like you're holding something up, but your palms are down. Then bend your knees and sit into a chair pose. Weight back behind your heels, knees in line with your hips. Exhale, hinge forward, come some of you onto your toes. Inhale, lower your heels, chair pose. Reach the arms up, maybe the torso goes a little higher. Push through your feet a little bit more. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, bring prayer to your heart. Just take a simple walk to the front of your mat. Big toes can touch, heels slightly out, but you can have your feet wider if that makes you feel more comfortable and balanced. Release your arms by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, stretch the arms over your head this time. Palms face each other. Exhale, hips back, chair pose. You can have your arms together, some of you will, and if your shoulders are not as open, your arms will be a little bit more in front of your face. Sit back a little bit deeper, and exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, bend your knees, step, step, high plank, pause. Shift forward, bend your elbows, go halfway down. You can skip this, you can add push-ups, downward facing dog. Right leg steps to the right thumb, in between your hands. Turn your left foot on its side. Right knee bends, hug your hip in like we just did on our knees. Now release your arms by your side. Palms face each other, shoulders are squared. Pulling that right hip in. Remember your left pinky toe is firmly grounded. Inhale, rise all the way up. Shoulders, hips, front. Warrior one. You can have your hands touching or not. Lift your heart all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step back to a downward facing dog. Plank, excuse me, plank pose. What was I thinking? Chaturanga, upward dog. I was thinking I'm going to give you a break, but I changed my mind. Right, but you want to go right to down dog, that's perfectly fine. Left leg steps right by your left thumb. Right foot turns on its side, heel to instep or wider. Bring your left foot to the midline. And then release your fingers and have them right by your side. Try not to collapse on your thigh. You can have a little space there. And push down to rise all the way up, warrior one. Your way, right? However you have your hands, whatever shape your feet happen to fall into, right? So bigger, wider, closer. It's really very much individual. Breathe in. One more big breath in and out on the emptying the breath, hands to the floor. Step to plank or go right to your dog, and we go through the push-up. We meet in downward dog. Inhale on your toes, bend your knees. Look forward, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit your weight back. Chair pose. Stretch all the way up to standing. Hands to your heart center. Release your arms. Inhale, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. This is called Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank chaturanga. Right into your up and down dogs. We meet in down dog. Right foot steps, left foot turns on its side. Warrior one, arms up. The breath takes you down through the push-up, all the way back until you're in your upward or cobra. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward, right foot turns. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, take it right through your chaturanga push-up into your upward dog. Inhale. We meet in downward dog. Try to pause in each position of those sun salutations. Lift your hips a little higher. Bend your knees a little bit more, chest to your thighs, and then straighten the legs again. Bring your toes to touch. Inhale, float your right leg high in the sky. Open your right hip up. Bend the knee a couple times. And then hold the bent knee, but keep the shoulders square. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. We did this on our knees. And then shift the knee to the center, step it through, turn your back foot on the side, warrior one. Arms up, inhale. All the way, lift your heart, back foot firm. Looking good, guys. Arms down, behind your back, interlace your fingers, knuckles down, heart lifts. Keep your right knee bent as you fold inside or on top. And when I say on top, again, we're not releasing our body weight onto it. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, now stay low, but bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Use a block if you'd like. Right hand stays, left arm comes up, open up into a side angle pose. Nice stretch. Bend your right thigh parallel to the floor. Left pinky toe firmly grounding to the earth. So you want to send your weight a little bit into that left pinky toe. Look down at your right toes. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale. Adjust your feet if needed. Heel to heel, heel to instep. Again, it's, you know, that's like textbook stuff, and then there's your body. So where your body has to go. Pull your left shoulder back a little bit so your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Good. Left arm comes down the back leg. Right arm comes up. Flip your palm backwards. Lift up and out of your waistline. Beautiful, one more breath. Drop your left hip down a little bit. Imagine pulling your left hip to your right knee. One more breath. Inhale to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes to the left. Hands to your hips, lift your chest. And forward fold between your two legs, they're wide. Hands underneath shoulders or on blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Take your hands to the outer edges of your feet. And maybe put your fingertips underneath your feet as the elbows draw out to the side. Head towards the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Take another breath. Just let, one of my teachers says, let your brain drop. Release your hands from your foot, look forward, inhale. Spin yourself back around to the front. Good. Step back into a three-legged dog, right leg high in the sky. Shake it out, let it go. Place all your limbs on the floor. Floor pause. Stay here or come through a vinyasa. Stay here in plank for a moment, pause. Exhale, bend your arms, pause. Inhale, lift up, pause. Downward dog. It's P-A-U-S-E, not pause, P-A-W-S, but it's the same. Bring your feet together, on your toes, left leg lifts high. Open the left hip, bend the knee a couple times. Square your shoulders so the left arm pulls down as much as the right. And then keep your bend in your knee. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Shift forward, left knee to the center. Good, step it through between your hands. Turn your right foot on its side. Inhale, warrior one, arms all the way up overhead. Inhale. So the legs are not really going to change too much in the next few moments. So work on getting your alignment, knee over the ankle, knee aligned with the hips. Take a breath as you release the arms behind your back. Move your fingers one finger over. It's going to feel weird if you've never done it. Knuckles down, heart lifts. And then exhale on top of or inside of your left thigh. Remember to hug the left hip into the center, either way. So we're not sticking the booty out. Breathe in, breathe out. Keeping your chest low, but not really, collapsing onto your left thigh. Release your left hand to the inside of the left foot on a block or floor. Right arm up. Stack shoulders. Breathe in and out. Try to look for space on the left side of your torso. Legs are still haven't changed and they're not going to. Not for the next few moments. Take a breath in. Rise up. Warrior two. Pull back with your right arm so the shoulders stack. Draw your left hip a little bit under so your pelvis gets a little bit more level. Reach in two directions with your arms. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, one more breath. Reverse this. Right arm down, left arm up. Again, lift out of your waistline, and then think about pulling your right hip towards your left knee. Left leg hasn't changed at all, unless it got darker, deeper. Deep and dark, one more breath. I was listening to the song. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn it towards the right side of your mat. This time, hands back behind your back. Interlace your fingers, knuckles down, heart lifts, and forward fold over your legs, in between the two sides. Shifting the weight forward, so there's a little bit into the balls of the feet, there's a slight bend in the knees. Breathe in and out. Take another breath. Inhale, release your hands under your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Walk around to the front of the mat. Three-legged dog, left leg in the air. Good, bring your feet down. Choose to take vinyasa chaturangas or skip them or add to them. But just take a little pause in each placement. Bring your feet together. Inhale, float your right leg high, open up the hip. And then step the leg in between your hands. Warrior one, arms come all the way up. Exhale, open the arms out. Knuckles behind you, lift your heart. And exhale, fold inside or on top. Good, release your right arm down, left arm up, side angle. Look down, inhale, warrior two, exhale, settle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two, straighten your front leg. If you like, shorten your stance. Bump your hips to the left, move your torso to the right. Right hand inside, outside, foot shin or block for your triangle pose. Trikonasana, beautiful. Lift your knees up, push your big toes down. Little toes down, ball of the foot, heel. And then spiral your heart open. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Straight leg, look down, inhale, reverse. Exhale, rise up, warrior two, just a quick adjustment. Straighten the legs, turn to your left side. Bring your feet a little bit closer, turn your toes out. Open your arms up to goalpost arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bend your knees, tailbone underneath you. Inhale, come up. Straighten arms and legs. Exhale, bend arms and legs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and hold. Bring your arms together like a chest press, a pec deck. Bring the right arm underneath the left. Sit a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your arms as they are. Straighten your legs. Bring the feet together. Bring your right leg heel off the floor. Right, I'm going to turn to face front so you can see me. Right leg around once, twice. Or on a block, eagle pose. Hips are square. Breathe. I'll turn back to the side. So from the side, tailbone's underneath you. If you like to round your spine, that's fine. One more breath. Good. Now stand all the way up. Release your arms, release your legs. Take a breath in. Good. Exhale, bring prayer to the heart. Turn to face the front, step to the top of your mat. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, jump, float, hop through vinyasa. Pause in your push-up, pause in your up dog, and come to downward dog. Feet together, left leg in the air, open the hip. Exhale, step your left leg through. Right foot on its side, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, arms behind your back, finger over one time. Knuckles down, heart lifts. Exhale, fold inside. Inhale, release your left hand down. Right arm up, side angle pose. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Bring your back leg in if you need to. Bump your hips right, reach your torso left. Triangle pose. Left arm down, right arm up. Breathe in, stack your shoulders, imagine you're against a wall. Lift your knees up. So protect. Big toe, little toe, both the foot, heel on the floor. Lift from the left side of your torso up and in. Good. Reach tall and long in both directions. One more breath. Inhale, lift up. Thank you, Siri. And reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your legs. Take your hands behind your back again. Other finger. So the same thing you just did on this warrior one. Fold in between your two legs. Head down, arms up. Softening the knees a little bit more, getting into the balls of your feet. Inhale, rise up, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, heel toe your feet a little closer, turn your toes out. Bend your arms, goddess arms and legs. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze, do it again. Good, one more time. Exhale, hold. Good, now bring your arms together like a pec deck. Sit a little deeper. Inhale, press down to rise up. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees, left heel lifts. I'll turn around. Left leg over once or twice, eagle pose. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't wrap our arms. Left arm under right. Good. Try to keep the hips level. So if you're looking in your camera, use it like a mirror. Drop the right hip down, left hip level. Sink a little lower. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, unbind everything, arms up, legs up. Exhale, hands to prayer, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, float, hop, fly. Take it through vinyasa or just go to downward dog. Press firmly through your hands and feet to give you some stability and strength. Bring your feet together. Inhale, float your right leg up. Open the hip. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Turn your left foot on its side for warrior two. Open up. Exhale. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, right hand inside the foot, shin block or on your thigh, left arm up. Coming at it from a different place now. Left arm behind your back. You can bind, some of you will grab the inside of your thigh. Some of you will even do a full bind as the left shoulder stays open, heart opens. Breathe firm into your feet. Then turn your shoulders one on top of each other. Inhale. Look down at your right toes. Straighten your right leg. If you're bound, stay with the bind for a moment. Stack your shoulders. Good. Now if you are bound, release it to triangle. Anywhere with your hands, any length with your legs. Inhale. So pretty. Exhale. Inhale, look at your right leg, bend your knee. Reverse your warrior, excuse me. And now we're going to take the right arm on the outside of the right foot. I recommend a block on any height so that you have a lift under your body. Turn your shoulders to the left. Same pose, just a different positioning of the arms. Left arm comes over shoulders. Right thigh is parallel to the floor. And then take your left arm all the way over your head. Palm down. As the shoulder, or as the palm comes down, the shoulders roll so your shoulders stack. Good. Now turn your thumb up a little bit. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Right thigh parallel to the floor. Strong legs, everybody. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale. Come back up. Reverse it. All done. Arms out, shoulder height. Straighten your front leg. Turn your toes to the left. Forward fold in between your two legs. Just a simple fold. Some of you might want to go upside down. This is always a good opportunity for that. And if you're staying in with your legs on the floor, nice. Then just hang out and breathe. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Walk around to the front of your mat. I forgot to tell you if you're upside down, come down, but I think you probably did. Good. So now come back, straighten your both legs and step your left leg a little bit closer. Heel toe your right foot a little bit out to the right side. Make room for the hips to level out or use your blocks. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, come up to standing. Good, stretch the arms overhead. Good. Exhale, bring your arms out and take the left under, right over. I know I did this similar the other day, so your body should be prepared for it. Bring your weight into your right leg, lift your left leg up, and eagle wrap your legs. Eagle. Good, sink a little bit lower. Good. This eagle we're going to twist, so elbows outside left thigh. Hug your hips. If you would like to, release the bind. Right arm down on the floor block, or just outside the foot, left arm up. One more breath. So if you're twisted, bound, come on back. Stand up. Release it all. Hands to your heart. Arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Have a smile on your face. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Listen to the cues. Exhale, step at plank and pause. Inhale, shift a little forward, pause. Exhale, bend your elbows, pause. Inhale, roll up, pause. Downward dog. We don't mind pausing in downward dog, but we sure hate that chaturanga pause. Breathe in, breathe out. Left leg in the air. Bend the knee. Exhale, step it through all the way. Turn your right foot on its side. Open up to warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, left hand down inside, right arm up. The hand could be on your thigh, on a block on the floor. Right arm comes behind you. Bind the arm wherever it goes. Stay with that. Take a full bind only if that right shoulder is going to stay open. If your right shoulder starts to hinge forward, then just release the top arm. Actually, the bottom arm. Breathe in. Look down at your left toes. Straighten your left leg. Stay with the bind as long as you can, just to adjust your body. And then you can release into your triangle pose. Right arm up, left arm down, turn the torso. Stay strong, strong, strong. Hug your hips towards each other. Look down. Good. Inhale, bend your knee, reverse your warrior. Exhale, take your left hand on the outside of the foot or block. Right arm up in the air. Take your right arm up and overhead, palm down. Now spin your torso open and turn your thumb just a little bit towards the sky, so there's a little rotation in the shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Left thigh is parallel to the floor, right foot is firmly grounded. One more breath. Inhale, come back and reverse it. Exhale, come up, stand up straight, turn your toes to the right side, and fold down the middle. Breathe in, breathe out, head down. Again, another opportunity to go upside down if you like. And just let your head come towards the floor. If it easily touches the floor, just shorten your stance. Inhale to center, lengthen your spine. Walk around to the front of your mat. Good. Step your right leg a little closer and fold over both straight legs. Pulling the left hip back, right hip forward, and then dropping the left hip down to level off the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale. Bring your arms to your hands to your hips, rise up. Bring your arms up overhead. Right arm under left, once or twice. Lift your heart. Good. Exhale, gently bring your right leg up. I tried to not touch, but I did. Cross it over once or twice. Level out your hips. Sit down, chair. So keep some length in your torso. Nice, Maxine. Sit down deeper. Rotate your torso to the right. Left elbow outside, right thigh. Good. You can stay with that or extend the arms. So if you took a bind or anything else, begin to come back to center. Rise up. Inhale, release, arms up. Legs apart. Separate your feet hips width and fold over. Peace finger grip around your big toes. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, elbows out to the side, head to the shins. Breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Rise up to stand. Release your arms, bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, step, high plank, pause. Stay in your plank. Choose to bring your right knee to the floor or keep your right leg up. Shift onto your right hand. Left leg on top of right. Lift your hip up. Now, if you can, lift your top leg up and bend the knee, take it behind you. Or that's fine, Rich, you can stay there. And then lift into your dancer's bridge. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your bottom hip up. Take another breath to spin it back around to full plank. Lift your hips in the air, downward dog. Step your feet 1 foot closer to your hands. Take your right hand to your left foot ankle and twist. Twist through the torso. Keep your hips square. Release your hands. Good. Step back to down dog if you shortened your stance. And just shift onto your left leg. Stack, stagger, lift. Left knee can be at the floor. If you'd like to lift the top leg up, step it behind you. Come into your dancer's bridge. And then exhale, come back around. Downward facing dog, hips up. Step your feet closer, left hand to right foot, shin, ankle, and twist. Inhale, bring it down. Take it to downward dog. Lift up onto your tippy toes, engage your quadriceps. Shift to your plank pose once again. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your right knee to the floor, underneath your hips. Take your left knee behind it. Gonna feel a little bit different now. Have a seat back on your heels or the floor or the block. Not on your heels, but on the floor. Walk your hands back in. Good. All right, inhale the arms up. Let's just take the twist. Left arm outside, right arm behind. Good hip opening. Working through the clasp. Shoulder opening. Inhale, come to center. Counter the twist. Come back, bring your hands down in front. Shift onto your knees. We're just going to do a little simple left leg behind you, out to the side, and then step it forward and help it out, cross it in front. I could have done a whole different, I could have done the whole dancer thing, but I choose not to. So, take a big breath in. Left arm behind, right arm up, twist outside the left leg, stay long in your spine. Look to the right, release it to the right. Inhale back to your center. Shift forward one more time onto your hands and knees. And just step into a tabletop position. Step back, bring your forearms to the floor. Step back into a forearm plank. Shoulders over elbows, knees are lifted. Good. Open up your arms. Hinge forward. Lower your hips. Sphinx pose. You're lifting above your pubic bone, below your hips. Pull the belly up and in. Good. Bend your right knee. Flex the right foot. If you'd like to, take your right hand, grab a hold of the foot. You can turn, if you have the flexibility in your shoulders, you can turn your fingers down towards your heel. But either way, try to, once you grab your foot or reach towards your foot, turn your right hip so it faces down to the floor. Not so easy, believe me. Breathe in, breathe out. Release it. Back to Sphinx. If you need a break, take a break. Bend your left knee. Keep your right arm down. Reach back for your left foot. Some of you will grab your fingers towards the front of your foot and then draw your hips level. Draw the left leg towards the midline. Push down firmly through your right forearm to lift a little bit. Nothing in your neck and shoulders. Go gently release. And let's just take the toes together, widen the legs, and bring your forehead on top of your hands. Let your hips roll side to side, just releasing any tension. Turn your toes forward, so neutral. Walk your hands back by your side. Turn your palms down. Lift your chest, shoulders up. Lift your legs up. Bend your knees and reach for your feet. Lift up. Good. Bow pose. Kick your feet into your hands, something we did earlier. Open up your chest, shoulders. Hug your knees together, so try not to have the knees splayed out. Right, lift a little higher, higher, higher. Exhale, bring it down, heels to butt. Arms by your side, turn your left ear to the floor, let it go. Let your hips release. Come back to center. Good. Now you can take the same thing we just did, grabbing the outside of your feet, or try the inside of your feet. Lift your chest up, lift your legs up, bend your knees and grab inside of the feet, lift up. It's another option. Breathe and kick, breathe and kick, breathe and kick. Good. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Keep kicking, keep lifting, keep kicking, keep lifting. And let it go. Right ear to the floor, toes turn in. Hands by your chest. Push back to child's pose, where it all began. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees, and just shift your legs around. I'm just going to turn my mat a little bit. So shift your legs around in front of you, and with no real thought, lay on your back. Lay all the way down. Same pose on your back. Reach your hands for your feet. Bend your knees. Tilt your pelvis. You can use a block if you want more restorative. Push down through your feet and shoulders. Lift your hips up. Draw your heels close. Pull your knees forward. If you'd like, just take your arms underneath your back. You can also support your back with your hands. And some of you, we're ready for it. Some of you will bring your hands by your shoulders. Come to the top of your head lightly, and then lift up. If you're up, any position, slowly lower down, upper, mid, lower back to the floor, knees hug to your chest. Take a big breath in and out. Happy baby pose. Outer foot, big toe, bottom of the foot, bottom of your thighs. Rock if you like. And then draw your knees back together. Cross the right leg over once or twice. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips right, let your knees fall to the left. Inhale, bring your hands behind your head. Lift your head and shoulders up. Lift a little higher, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Hold, not your breath, just hold the pose. Maybe a little pulsing in 4, 3, 2, 1, head down. Arms open up. Uncross the legs, move back to center. Inhale, left leg over right once or twice. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips left, let your knees fold to the right. Inhale, bring your hands behind your head. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and pause or pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, uncross your legs. Draw your knees to your chest. Lift your head and shoulders up. Give yourself a tight curl. Lay your head down on the floor. Bring your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg out. Bring your right knee a little bit offside to the right waistline. Take your right hand on the inside of the right leg. Put your left hand on your knee, on your hip, and open your right knee to the right side. It doesn't have to touch the floor. All I want you to do is keep the left hip grounded. And then with your leg just as it is, place the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Tree pose on your back. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Bend your arms and touch your palms together overhead like a diamond shape. Keep working the left hip down and level. Now point your toes. And then flex firmly. Oh, so it's there. Bend your right knee. Open your arms to a T. And then let the left arm grab the right knee and twist over to the side. All right, I woke you up. September has ended. Come back to your center. Hug your knees to your chest. Left leg stays, right leg comes down. Left knee moves to the outside of your waistline. Flex your feet, right hand on your hip. Open your left knee to the left side. As far as your body will go without lifting your right hip. So it doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little. And then come back to center. Switch arms and cross over the body. Oh, yeah, thank you, Rachel. I'll get back to that, guys, yeah. I knew there was something else. Come back to center. Place your left foot inside your right thigh for tree. Take your arms up overhead. Press your right hip down. So it's very tempting to just roll a little bit more onto your left side. From here, stretch your left leg down, arms overhead. Cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and create a little hammock pose to the right side. Inhale to center. Uncross, right leg over left. Take the left wrist and grab, or right wrist with the left hand. And just lean over to your left side, little hammock pose. Inhale back to center. Open your arms to the width of your mat. Open your legs to the width of your mat. Surrender your body weight into the earth. And then bend your knees and bring the knees back together. Hug them in with your legs. Lift your legs in the air. Take your hands to your feet. belly to your spine. Lift your head and shoulders up one more time. Maybe lift your hips an inch off the floor. Don't hold your breath. You stay here for 3. Lift a little higher, 2. A little higher, 1. Lay down, hug your knees in. Stretch your legs all the way out. Bring your arms by your side. Open your arms to the side. Let your legs splay open. Breathe in. Breathe out. As we just start to, come out of summer into fall. Scan your body for any points that might feel tense. Maybe you still have some muscular action going on. Try to release that muscular action. Let go. Shavasana. Slowly begin to return your breath. Begin to move your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. If you'd like to stay longer, just turn off the sound. And bring your knees to your chest. Take yourself onto either side. Make a pillow for your head. Rest gently. And slowly bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to give yourself thanks for showing up. Thank you to my partners, live and in person and on screen. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace to all. Bow to each other. Honor the light, the peace, the goodness, the love within, and the beauty. Namaste. Thank you all. If you're at home, stay fit, stay healthy.